I'm in the next 9 weeks. I'm gonna be busy with a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna I'm not quitting comedy. I'm not quitting the podcast. It's gonna be a pause. The podcast's gonna go. It's basically I'm gonna put up. I will be uploading episodes, but they will be in shorts format, so it'll be like a minute long. You will get. It's just like I'm not gonna be doing anything interesting really. It's just stuff that I have to do. Work on the next 9 weeks. So I think like one comedy gig. Hello, welcome back to Al Talks. This is an introduction video which will be featured in every episode after this one. But here we go. So this podcast is Al Talks. My name is Alex George. I am a stand-up comedian, and this podcast I created nearly 2 years ago to just basically chronicle my journey into starting stand-up. But there's other episodes that are nothing to do with stand up. It's just interest that I have. So there'll be it's mainly based on comedy, but it is a general podcast as well. So, um, if you want to support me, I have merchandise. This lovely podcast sticker here, Al Talks. You can buy that. If you would like to buy one, you can go into my social media. Links are all down below in the description on my link tree as well. You have access to everything. I have an Instagram page for the podcast. I have an Instagram page which is my personal one, but I use that for comedy. So you can check me out there, follow me there, and that is all. Episodes usually come out on Tuesday, but sometimes they might come out at other days during the week. And then on Thursdays, if I am around anywhere doing comedy gigs, I record comedy vlogs, so you can listen to those. They usually come out on Thursdays, and that's that. So yeah, all the links down below, link tree. I have Buy Me a Coffee now if you want to support me as well. Links for that down below as well in the description. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and now on to the episode. Hello, welcome back to the podcast. This episode is a heavy metal memories one because I was at Motley Crue and Def Leppard's concert, and yeah, like I said, I didn't get tickets for it because they all sold out really quickly. But I got this as a birthday present from my family, and let me tell you what a birthday present it was. Let me just fix that fucking thing over there. I mean, what's going on? Computer up to its old usual tricks. The screen froze, so the computer is really not happy. I don't know why. This is really weird. Okay, well, yeah. There might be a bit of extensive fan noise in the background because the computer not a happy chappy. I mentioned chappy because I rewatched the movie recently. Why can't I talk today? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, back to Motley Crue and Def Leppard, and also their sport band Mammoth. Once again, blown away by a really old band, especially Motley Crue, because if you have watched the movie Dirt, you will know they like to party pretty hard back in the day. But I have to say, they actually played one of the songs from Dirt because I think they made 4 new songs for the movie. Unfortunately, it was the one with fucking what's his name, Machine Gun Kelly. Not a big fan of him, but yeah, whatever. I suppose he's the modern day rock and roll star, or whatever you want to call it. And what's going on? Okay, there we go. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully this footage isn't lost because otherwise I'd be very unhappy. But yeah, so I mean, Motley Crue completely rocked this show. Now, after the concert, I was, because it was in the huge outdoor arena and it rained for most of the day because, no welcome to Ireland. But the fun thing leading up to it, it was like nearly a month, 5 weeks of just 20 degrees every single day, which was unbearable, to be honest. Thanks, global warming. But anyway, yeah, I was completely blown away by Motley Crue. Because, oh yeah, fucking computer. Yeah, so Mick Mars was basically kicked out of the band. He left because of royalties stuff and whatnot. So he was replaced by John Five, who was Manson's guitarist. Marilyn Manson, not Charles Manson, before you get that mixed up. And I think Rob Zombie's as well. But, Nikki Sixx is still there, Tommy Lee is there, just about, I think. Tommy was very animated on stage, and he had requests from the audience members that were fulfilled for him. If you were at the concert, you know what those requests were. He basically said, "Come on, get your titties out," and people did. But it's Motley Crue. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll is the mantra they live by. So, you know, and they had like backup dancers, and like I went to the concert on my own. But surprisingly, I met a lot of my friends there. Just people I've known from going to gigs and the community that's built around Ireland for people who like me, who like heavy metal, rock and roll, and all that stuff. But I then ended up heading out for the entirety of the concert. One of my friends from that group, I just randomly bumped into them. I was like, "Oh, let's just stick together." But I met people there at the gig, and it was like I met a lot of people at the gig that I had never known before, and it was just like a real nice time, and just brings back home the idea that I've been talking about for years, because in the metal community, I've talked about it before extensively in the past and whatnot. It was just it's kind of a brotherhood and sisterhood. It's we're united by our love of music and stuff. But I mean, ever since I listened to Motley Crue back in the day when I was a teenager and whatnot. I was about to say kid, a 5-year-old kid going girls, girls, girls. No, but so especially after watching Dirt. And then when on my birthday this year, when I woke up and I got the present, I was like, I just could not wait for this, and they did not disappoint. It was, yeah, I know that they're really old dudes, and they've been through a lot, but it was at it's been 42 years, like they've never come to Ireland. This was their first time, and Nikki Sixx was saying that they want to come back, but they how do I phrase this? How do I phrase this? I mean, they basically were saying like they're just they're very happy, especially with COVID and all that shit, that to be out gigging and stuff like that. And it's just a really really good show. And then I'm gonna start wrapping up the episode now because I have some other stuff to talk about, which is not so nice. Well, not now. Well, you'll get in. You'll get into it. We'll get into it later on. But brilliant performance by them, and then Def Leppard closed out the show. Now, it was great to see two bands knock off my bucket list that I want to see, because the other bands I want to see is like Megadeth, Guns N' Roses, and AC/DC at some stage while they're still touring, while they're still live. And Def Leppard came out, rocked the show. By the way, as well, when Motley Crue played "Girls, Girls, Girls," I mean that was that was amazing to experience live. Really, really glad that I got to see and hear that and feel that, because it's one of the most famous songs, and just all around really good concert. Def Leppard again, very good. Really enjoyed the music. But the thing I want to talk about is I'm in the next 9 weeks. I'm gonna be busy with a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna I'm not quitting comedy. I'm not quitting the podcast. It's gonna be a pause. The podcast is gonna go. It's basically I'm gonna upload. I will be uploading episodes, but they will be in shorts format, so it'll be like a minute long. You will get. It's just like I'm not gonna be doing anything interesting really. It's just stuff that I have to do work on the next 9 weeks. So I think like one comedy gig book, I'll probably do that, and another one. And the thing as well is, I don't know. Just I'm not. Lately, it's just I don't know. I'm not happy doing this podcast. So over these next 9 weeks, I'm really gonna think about this. And I don't know. Like Joey Diaz stopped his podcast, and then Irish Affair stopped Skeptic Tank, and I was looking at them stopping their podcast and kind of going, "You lucky bastards." I don't know. Look at. I know it's. I know it seems kind of out of nowhere or whatever, but it's just I really want to just kind of pause and I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. That's why I'm just gonna give it a breather or whatever. I don't know. But also the episode that I have. I remember I told you a long time ago I pre-recorded an episode just in case if I get into a pinch one week and just have the podcast on. I will be releasing that sometime in the next 9 weeks. It'll probably be the next episode after this. But what that episode is about, I don't want people to think from this episode and leading into the next one that it's kind of this, because that episode it does talk. It's not particularly entertaining. It's just my personal thoughts on things. Now, we recorded this a while back, and to be honest, I don't think really much has changed. That's why I'm just kind of stopping to make changes, I suppose. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just I don't know if this is coming as a bit of a shock to some of you. I'll probably be a lot of pre-recorded content that'll be coming out. Like I said, it's all going to be in shorts format, so it'll be a minute long. The podcast episodes, we're I don't know how many episodes we're in. Okay, this episode will be 130. So the next 9 weeks, it'll be like I said, it'll just be probably just short kind of snippets of whatever. Like I said, it's a short. It's only a minute. I'm not gonna be. Like I said, I'm not gonna be doing anything interesting, worthwhile talking about. Well, it is. It just be work. I need to work on some stuff. That's all. And I don't want to spend time recording and stuff because I really need to do this stuff. And I know that, like I said, I know it sounds a bit strange, but I've had this feeling for a while, and I don't know. We'll see. And what I actually need you to do as well, while I'm not really uploading episodes over, well, I will be uploading episodes, but like I said, they're not going to be. It'll be whatever it is. What I will need you to do is go on. I will post a link down below for my Spotify, and just if you could do me a favor, just rewatch the old episode on Spotify, because I didn't know this, but you can't at the moment. Like if you go into Spotify while the podcast is there, you can't search for it. But if I send you the link, you can look at it, because Spotify won't let a podcast be searched. It basically won't show up in the search bar until it gets somewhat famous, which is really fucking annoying because it's already added to fucking it's just fucking pressure from fucking a lot of shit, and I don't know. this is like I said, I'd say the next couple of episodes will be re-recorded ahead of time and whatnot, so you mightn't hear nothing new from me for a couple of weeks, and I don't know, but just do me that one thing. Just I'll go. I'll put the link down below. Go watch the podcast on Spotify, so at least it'll become available in the search bar and we'll get rolling there. So in 9 weeks' time, we'll have, I don't know, something to work with down there, because I really kind of annoyed with Spotify about that, because I didn't know about that, and it's kind of shitty, to be honest. Well, I'm glad the podcast isn't Spotify. It's just shitty that they do that, because YouTube doesn't. Look, it's whatever. Different companies, different shit. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I need to just go off and do some stuff, and priorities shift and change. So, I don't know. You might hear from me in a couple of weeks. You might not. God knows. But yeah, for now, as per usual, thanks for all the support. Thanks for watching. Please watch the podcast on Spotify. If you want to support me, down below, buy me a coffee. You can buy the podcast stickers. I still have loads of them. They've been selling really well this year as well. So all that really helps, because if there's a time that I need it, it's more now than ever, to be honest. And I don't know. I'll see you in a few weeks, people. And thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. As per usual, links down below. And bye bye. Peace.